now take up the topic in math, the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio. Have you heard these numbers in math? Does this term fascinate you? Are you aware of the golden ratio? How is it derived? If not heard, never worry. It's a very beautiful concept, and once you start learning it, you're going to enjoy it. Fibonacci series of numbers is found out by Fibonacci, an Italian mathematician. Way before him, the Indians have known it, but this person named it after him. In this series of numbers, every number is the sum of the preceding two numbers. The series typically begins with 0 and 1. The series starts like this. You see this 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55. The golden ratio is obtained by dividing the sum of the two consecutive numbers in the series by the last number of the series. For example, if the two numbers are 5 and 8, their sum is 13, and you divide that by 8. Then you get a ratio 1.618. This is true for any two consecutive numbers, and this is called the golden ratio. Does this create any interest in you? It will when you see the video. The entire nature is filled with this ratio. See the video. I'll come back to you then. All right?
The sequence begins with the numbers 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, and continues indefinitely. Each number is obtained by adding the last two digits together. If we were to take a perfect or golden rectangle, break it down into smaller squares based on Fibonacci sequence, and divide each with an arc, the patterns begin to take shape. We begin to see Fibonacci's spiral. The spiral in and of itself is insignificant. Its importance is revealed in where we find it. Take, for example, the sunflower. The display of its florets are in perfect spirals of 55, 34, and 21. The sequence of Fibonacci. The fruitlets of the pineapple create the same spiral based on the sequence. The pinecone does the same. As currents move through the ocean and the tide rolls onto the shore, the waves that bring in the tide curve into a spiral that can be mathematically diagrammed onto a plot at the points 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, and 55. Buds on trees, sand dollars, starfish, petals on flowers, and especially the nautilus shell are formed with this exact same blueprint. With each segment of growth, the nautilus adds to itself one more value on Fibonacci's scale. This blueprint can be seen around us on a small scale every day, but the greatest example of all is directly above our heads. At an average of 100,000 light years across, even the spiral of the galaxies above us are formed with the exact design that the tiny shell is formed. This sequence or blueprint appears to be the trademark of a designer.
Yes, you have seen how the Fibonacci series is formed and how to get the golden ratio. When you look into nature, everything follows this ratio. Even our body formation has this ratio. The flowers, the animals, the insects, trees, waves, the human beings, all of them follow this ratio, which is represented by the Greek letter phi. Does this arouse a curiosity in finding out why and how the series result? Simple observation confirms that Fibonacci numbers are represented by many human body parts. We have one trunk, one head, one heart, etc. 5 appendages adjoin the torso. The arms. We have 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 head. 5 appendages are on each side of these. 5 fingers on hands and foot. And there are 5 openings on your face. Everything around us is math, numbers and ratios. Be anxious to find out more such interesting facts. Be curious so that you learn new things, new associations and relations.